Hi everyone and welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today we're going to be taking a look at the DC Collectibles Icons Green Lantern, and this time it is the John Stewart version. Last time I did the Hal Jordan version. That one was a deluxe figure, so it came with a lot more accessories. Here we get just a standard figure in a standard size box, but it still comes with a ton of accessories itself. And coming to the back of the box, here you can see Joker, which will actually be the next Icons review on this channel. Then we'll be moving to Superman and Harley from the wave before. And in this video, just to let you know, I will actually be comparing these two figures, so let's get to it. And here's John Stewart out of the packaging, stood next to Hal Jordan. Now, right off the bat, as you can see, they do stand the same size, but there are differences in the mold, so they are basically completely different. They don't share any parts. As far as I can tell, John Stewart is just slightly more muscular than Hal Jordan. So they would have to be different molds anyway, and obviously different heads and everything. So they stand roughly about 6¼ inches tall, maybe a little bit taller if you get them standing perfectly straight without the legs a little wide as they are. So obviously Hal Jordan, as the deluxe pack, came with that big construct which, you know, made him kind of like a mech, and then he had the fist construct, and then he had his lantern. So one thing that they both do share is the lantern. Here's Hal Jordan's, here's John Stewart's. John Stewart's is much bigger. It doesn't have the logo on one of the sides. This does on both. Light comes through this one more because it is completely clear. With this one, there is actually a piece of plastic running through the center, so you can see just how it is a little bit darker. And actually, you can see the figures look upside down in this one, the way it's passing through there, which is pretty cool. So the actual translucent part to this, it does let more light through. However, it is smaller than this one, so I don't know really which one I prefer. So they both come with different pairs of hands, so you've got open hands and fists, but John Stewart goes that one step further with the hand that he's got on at the moment, as you can see, because he can actually have constructs coming out of the ring while still having his fist in place, whereas the construct that came with Hal Jordan was like a fist. It was a punching kind of thing, and that actually fit over his fist. So it comes with this regular fist right here, which just has the painted on ring, just like Hal Jordan. Now the hands are exactly the same peg, so they are interchangeable. So if you didn't like the fact that Hal has a slightly smaller ring, you could go ahead and put that one in there if you really wanted to. Then we also get ungloved hands. So it's the entire forearm piece. Now this connector is a little bit bigger than on Hal's, so you can't interchange the actual forearms. But I don't really see why you would want to anyway. But there you are, that's how they look. So you get the gripping hand and a fist with the ring on. You also get a couple more construct pieces. So you get this one, which has kind of like a cross in there, and it has these wavy, flamey bits coming off it. And then we have this, which is like it's shooting, looks a bit like a kind of sonic boom sort of thing, but a couple of shots of whatever that is. Now, if you want Hal to be using them, as well as this kind of quasar star thingy majiggy looking awesomeness, so it's like it's shining, which is my favorite one. They just peg in where the ring would be. If you want Hal Jordan to be using them, like I said, the peg is the same size, so you got no problem in pegging that in over there. So that is really, really cool. So any Green Lantern piece that we get in the future that might come with more constructs and stuff like this, you obviously can put them into this fist, and they could work with either Green Lantern, which I think is really, really cool, because I think you'd be missing out quite a lot if Hal Jordan couldn't use this stuff, because obviously Hal Jordan is going to be most people's favourite Green Lantern to display with their Justice League. Articulation is exactly the same as Hal Jordan, barring the fact that he doesn't have a boot cut, so the head moves left and right. It doesn't really move up and down all that much. You get a bit of side-to-side movement. Shoulders come out, rotate all the way around, rotation up at the arm, double jointed elbows, rotation there at the forearm, rotation and a hinge at the wrist. You got the ball joint at the top here, which is actually quite stiff in comparison to that one, so it doesn't really move as much. And then you get a bit of movement forward and back, and then you also get the ab crunch there as well, so he crunches not really as good as Hal because it is a bit stiffer, but it's still there, it's okay. It could be improved though. Then the hips as well, they could be improved, because when you're moving forward, they come out to the side, just like most icons. With no thigh rotation, you can't get a straight leg, which kind of sucks. But they do come out all the way, which is very nice. double jointed knees, and then you get your feet going up and down, and they have ankle pivot as well. I absolutely love the metallic green against the black. I love it on both figures. It is the same color. But I think I really do like Jon Stewart's costume a lot more right here. Just these legs, I think the legs really do it for me. They just look absolutely fantastic. The white on the chest there is painted really well. There's no green overlapping on the black anywhere or anything. It's overall just an absolutely fantastic figure. The head is fantastic as well. Eyes, I guess, could have been a little bit sharper. They're so small that trying to put the detail in there didn't really work all too well, but they're okay. But yeah, I think the accessories that you get with this, so you get the ungloved hands, also these different construct pieces, I just think it's honestly an absolutely fantastic figure. And the fact that you can use those pieces to add to your Hal Jordan as well, I really dig this guy. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like, and remember you can get these figures from Big Bad Toy Store. There is a link in the description below, and if you type in Green Lantern, you'll find both of these guys. If you want to see more pictures or anything else from my collection, check out my Instagram. It's Homerino123, and the link is in the description below, as well as my Twitter and my Twitch. And for more DC Icons reviews, go ahead and subscribe. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.